Hello students, today we will discuss the remaining portion of HTML. We have discussed HTML, what is the use of HTML, what is website, what is web page, and we have also discussed the types of tags. Means HTML have two types of tags, container tag, empty tag, and we have also seen the application of some tags in our previous videos. Here we will discuss some more tags to make our documents more attractive, more effective, and more impact creating documents. So just we are writing HTML documents, we have to compare with our original documents which we have already. Just like we have storybooks, we have our study books, we have newspapers, we have lots of things to study. And one thing is common in all these things, that they have a proper structure of documents. Means the text is written in a proper structure. So the proper structure is very important. That's why we have some tags to decorate our text in HTML also. If you memorize our last videos, whatever we have written in our HTML page, that is started from the left side. Means they are not in a proper manner. They are just written anyhow, they are being presented anyhow. If you will create your whole content in the same manner, that will not look attractive. So to make documents attractive and to attract more users, we should use all these tags and their attributes, so that our document will look more effective. So to make it possible, we will discuss the tags, all the possibilities, how we can do it. First of all, we will discuss paragraph tag and some attributes of this. This tag is used to create paragraphs in HTML document. Paragraph, I think you are familiar with the term paragraph. More than a line. When a single line is written, that is single line. But if you are writing more than a line, that is paragraph. So it is used to create paragraphs. And this tag have multiple attributes to make an effective layout. Okay, let's see. Here is the snapshot of HTML page, whatever the codes we have written. Just pay some attention on this. You will be able to see the proper structure. What is the standard structure of this HTML document? We are following that. HTML, then head, then title tag, then title of the page is HTML tag and their attributes. Title is closed, then head is closed, then body is start. So in the body tag we have written, today we will learn more about HTML tags and their attributes. Okay, the first tag here we have used in the body is H2, means heading 2. We will discuss why heading 2 and what is heading 2 in our next slide, that is just coming. First paragraph, just read this, all the codes, just read all the codes. It will be better to pause the video and read all the codes, so that you will be able to correlate the things. The main attention you have to pay on the paragraph tag. On the H2 we have written first paragraph left aligned, second paragraph centered aligned, third paragraph right aligned, and fourth paragraph justified alignment. You have to pay attention here. Left alignment means the text will look in a proper manner on the left side. Means all the beginning of the all line will be uniform from the left side, means from the left margin, from your left hand side. And when we are aligning the paragraph in the center, then all the lines will start from the center and they will be equally distributed from the center line. Okay, you will be able to feel the differences, you will be able to realize the differences on the HTML page, that is on the next slide. And then HTML third paragraph, it is right aligned. Right aligned means all the lines on the right hand side, they are uniformly started, but on the left side they are not uniform. because it is right alignment, and in the left alignment, on the left side they are uniformly aligned, but on the right side they are not uniformly aligned. Okay. In justified, we have another alignment that is known as the justified. It makes, say, all the paragraphs proper, uniform from the left side and from the right side. Anyhow, by adjusting by creating extra space. This is not the topic to discuss how the paragraph will be justified, how the paragraph will be aligned uniform from right and left margin. But main thing which we have to discuss is justified, what happens in justified alignment. So see the next slide. The first line, today we will learn more about HTML tags and their attributes. The first paragraph, left aligned. Now here clearly you can see the left side of the first paragraph is uniform, means every letter is starting from the same line, means from same space, same column we can say also. O of the first line, G of the second line, D of the same line, they are uniformly written, means they are in line, or vertically they are in line. But in the right side there is no uniformity, because we have aligned the text, we have aligned this paragraph from the left. So left is in proper formatting, but right is nothing happened to the right. Right is left on their on system setting, how that will appear. In second paragraph we will be able to see center alignment, means left and right, they are not uniform, they are but just arranged. But if you divide this page from the mid section, you will be able to see that the content of left side and content of right side are equal in every line. This is center alignment. In right alignment, you will be able to see that right side is properly uniformly aligned, but left side is left. And fourth paragraph is justified, left and right properly aligned. And if you are thinking for the third line that this is not arranged properly in the right end, this is just half line, so it cannot be stressed too much to make it uniform right side. So document will not look better. So some logics are there to make justified alignment, but fulfilling that logics also. Okay. So left, center, right and justified, all these alignments are clear, I think. So again I am saying, pause the video, just back few seconds ago, and pause the video and see the code. Clearly see the code carefully, because this will help you to write your own HTML pages. If you have system with you, please make practice. And there are lots of activities in your books, so please complete that also. So just we are coming to the next, heading tag and its attributes. Heading tag we used just in our previous paragraph tag, so now we will discuss HTML tags also. There are 6 HTML heading labels, there are 6 heading labels in our HTML: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Every heading has a fixed font size. Every heading has a fixed font size. So just see the example of an HTML page. Here HTML tags and their attributes. In the body there are 6 heading labels in HTML. The first heading H1, second heading H2, third heading H3, fourth heading H4 and fifth heading H5 and sixth heading H6. Here H1 is the largest and H6 is the smallest in this group, not in the universe. In heading labels, H6 is the smallest and H1 is the largest. Just see the example. There are 6 heading labels in HTML. First heading, second heading, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. In this list of these 6 headings, H6 is the smallest, H1 is the largest. So this is the headings. Simply you can use anywhere, whenever you want to use, you can use. And there are lots of attributes in heading tag also. Unfortunately I did not written in our next slides. We will be able to see, and you can use. I will help you. Now we will discuss font tag, center tag and its attributes. Here I have used some extra attribute also of the body tag. We can give attributes in the body tag also. Okay, let's see the code. HTML head title, title closed, head closed. Now in body tag, see clearly, BG color equals to green and text equals to white. BG color is written to change the background color, and text is written to change the color of text. Means if we will not define any color in any tags, means we will not change the color of any tag by their attributes, then the default color for all the texts appearing inside the body will be white, and the background color of complete page, whatever the length of the page, that will be green. Okay, the next line we have entered center tag. This is also important tag, so please pay attention to the center tag. This tag is used to make the text in center horizontally center, not vertically, horizontal means the line in which we are writing the text that will appear to the center of the screen. Okay, whatever your screen size is, it will arrange itself to the center depending on your screen size. Okay, now again we have used font, a tag after center start, and then a new tag start, font, there is some space, then face equals to Comic Sans MS. It means face means we are telling to the browser that whatever the text we are going to write inside this tag, font tag is also a container tag, center tag is also a container tag. So whatever the text we are going to write in the font tag, that must be written in Comic Sans font. Face means the face of the font, the name of the font, that must be in Comic Sans MS. And size, we are defining size should be 5 pixels. Now font opening tag is closed, then the text, there are 6 heading labels in HTML, and then font is closed and center is also closed. We have to follow the sequence, means in which sequence we are opening the text, in the same sequence we have to close. We have started center first and then we started font, it means we have to close font first. It is like we have two containers. It is just like we have two containers. We have opened first container first, then we are opening second container. So we have to close second container first. We cannot close first container first. If you close first container first, then second container we will not be able to close. That's why this sequence is very important. Whenever you will be writing your codes, you have to maintain, you have to follow this sentence sequence, and this is very important. Otherwise, your code and your attribute will not work. Okay. Now we are closing font tag, then we are closing center tag. Now again all the 6 heading labels, and now in the 6th level, in the 6th heading, we are also using another font tag. Font color equals to red, face equals to Consolas. Here we have written a code. What we have written? We have written the complete body sentence, means complete body, whatever the text we will write in the body, that will come in the white color. Okay, great. But if we are defining any special color to any particular text, that will follow the color given just near to him, means in the which container, in the which font, which tag the color we are changing, the text will follow that code. Simply explaining that अगर आपने कोई भी एट्रीब्यूट दिया बॉडी टैग में, तो जो कलर आपने बॉडी में दिया है वो कलर तो पूरे टेक्स्ट के लिए हो गया, बट स्टिल अगर आप किसी स्पेशल सेक्शन पे कोई फॉन्ट यूज़ करके कोई टैग यूज़ करके वहाँ पे कलर डिफाइन करते हैं, तो जो भी नियरेस्ट हमारा कलर होगा, जो भी नियरेस्ट सेटिंग होगी, नियरेस्ट एट्रीब्यूट्स आपने जो दिया है वो एट्रीब्यूट्स फॉलो किए जाते हैं. तो यहाँ पे जो हम H6 हेडिंग में आप देख रहे हैं, you are seeing in the H6 heading we have written 6th heading, but before that we have defined a font tag with an attribute of color, attribute of font also, font face also. We are changing the font face, we are changing the color, so it will be followed. So pay attention here, This is also very important property of HTML, and it will help you to make your documents more effective. Now font tag is closed, H6 heading is closed, body closed, HTML closed. Now just have a look at the page, how the page will look like. Initially we have written there are 6 tags, but to write this text we defined font face must be Comic Sans and size must be 5. Okay. This size is not a 5, I have zoomed in the page to make it clear, and you will be able to see that the first line is aligned centrally. In the left and in the right there are some space free, there are some free space. First heading in white color, font is different from the first line. There are 6 colors, they are Comic Sans and it is the by default font. Means if you are not defining any font, the whole HTML document, whole HTML page will appear in the default font, whatever the default font of the system is. Means not system, of the browser. It depends upon the browser. If you are not defining any font, if you are not defining any color, then all the text will appear in the black color, and if you are not defining any font, then all the content will appear in the default font of the browser. Second heading again white, third white, fourth. Now sixth heading in the red color, and font is also changed, because in H6 we defined another font tag and we defined that font face must be Consolas and color should be red. Okay. Although we defined white color for all the text in body tag, but still we can change the color of any portion by defining tags there, and attributes are there, means attribute of the fonts. Okay, clear? So please pause the video as per your requirement. And now emphasizing the text. Emphasizing means giving special values to the text, means bold, italics, underlines. To emphasize the text we have 3 styles: bold, underline and italics. Just see that. See clearly the code. Again basic color green, text white, font face Consolas. Here we are defining font face Consolas. Means whatever the text, whatever the content will come in this container tag, in the font tag, in this font tag, they will appear in the Consolas. Then center, again center. Here we defined font face equals to Comic Sans. It means earlier we defined font face must be Consolas, but whatever the text we are writing in the center, that must appear in the Comic Sans font. Okay. So bold, underline and italics will appear in Comic Sans, and then after text in bold, whatever we have written in B tag is used to make the text bold. U tag is used to make the text underline, and I tag is used to make the text in italics style. Okay. The text in bold, text in underline and text in italics will appear in the Consolas font, because all these are coming inside the font tag, whichever the tag we have used upside in the font. Okay, upside in means just below the body tag. And now a special section is in S3 heading is comment tag. Whatever we will write inside the comment tag, that will not appear on our HTML website. That will be on the page, but that will not appear. Whenever you will see the code of your HTML document, you will be able to see the comment there. And to write the comment on HTML page, we used angular bracket, then exclamatory marks, and 2 hyphens, and whatever the text you wish to write, you may write, and then 2 hyphens and closing angular bracket. So whatever the text will appear in this angular bracket, exclamatory, hyphen, and whatever the text will appear here, that will not be visible on the website. See, note clearly the comment tag, and after the comment tag, whatever we have written will not appear on the website. Just see. Bold, italics, underline, it is in the Comic Sans font as explained, as written. Then text in bold style, it is in the Consolas font. Text in underline style, it is also in Consolas font. Text in italics style, it is also in Consolas font. Comment tag, this is written outside of the font tag that defines all the text must be in Consolas font. That's why comment tag came in the default font of the browser. And after comment tag, nothing is here. But in our code, we have written that hello HTML, and that is not visible on the website. This is the advantage of comment. You can write the comment, and what is the use of comment? You will be thinking, what is the use of comment when it is not visible on the website? The use of comment is to make your group aware that particular code is written for what. Suppose you are working in a project, in a group, and every member of your group is dealing with a different portion of the code, different portion of the website, and at a time you all will be compiling all the codes in a single place. So whatever the code they have written, what is the purpose of that code? It is quite possible that they may forget what is the use of this code, and it is quite possible for you also, you may forget what is the use of this code, why I have written this code here and why I have written in this manner after some times. So this comment will help you. Whenever you will open this tag, whenever you will open this file, you will be able to recall your memory, oh, I have written this code for this purpose. So when that time comment is helpful for you. Okay. HR tag and its attributes. We have also seen the use of HR tag in our last video, but still we will discuss some lines here. HR tag is used to make horizontal lines. Okay, just see, HR, simply HR we have written, and next I have written HR no set. Whenever we use no set attribute, this is a binary attribute, means we not any value is required against this attribute. No set, whenever we write no set, then our horizontal line appears in a gray shade, in a gray color strip, and nothing. New BR line, new, and then BR tag. BR tag will break the line. So new will appear in different line and line will appear in different line. Then HR color equals to yellow. Again a horizontal line with yellow color. Okay. New line HR align equals to right, means this horizontal line will start from the right side and width will be 150 pixels and color will be red. Again a next HR align in the center, it will be aligned in the center and width is 150 same, color will be green, different is aligned from left and color will be blue. Again new line and then HR size equals to 10, means the size of our horizontal line. We are defining 10, color equals to green. Okay, again I have used no shade here, but this no shade is worthless here because we have already defined color equals to green. That's why this horizontal line will appear in the green color, not in gray color. And body is closed. So let's see the practical. The background color of the page is orange as we defined, HR tag in Comic Sans font, and then the first HR line without colors, second line in gray strip, then new and line, new in different line, line in different line, because of that BR tag. BR tag is used to break the line. Then new line, red tag aligned from the right, green HR, green horizontal line aligned in center, blue aligned from left, and then new line, last tag, memorize the last line. We have defined size equals to 10, that's why last horizontal line is thicker than all the HR lines. We did not define size in any HR, in any horizontal line, but in the last one we defined the size also, that's why it is thicker than all the things. How to save HTML files? This is very important. You will be writing all the codes, but if you will not save in a proper manner, then you will not be able to work, means your file will not appear in HTML format. So just see, open your notepad, default text editor where we will work, write your codes, whatever the code you wish to write, and then click on the file menu, and then fourth option, save as. You have to choose save as, and then this wizard will appear. On the top of this wizard, save as is written, and in the first line you will be able to see that is written this PC. If this yellow color is appearing, I think you will be able to see that this PC local disk F, means we are saving this file in F drive, and in the last here where it is written file name, In file name, we have to define the name of the file. Whatever the name you wish, you may write. Most important thing is, if you are creating HTML document, HTML file, you have to write the extension .html. Pay attention, here we have written hello.html. It means the name of the file will be hello, but the format of the file will be HTML. So hello.html is more important, and then save. So this file will become HTML file. You need not to click on save after writing file name .html. You may click enter button also, and it will save the file in HTML format. But unfortunately, if it happens you are saving your file hello.html and you are clicking on the save, and it is not becoming an HTML file, you are not able to open, then open your file, that will become the text file. So need not to worry, just open the file again, click on the files, then save as, and after that save as, name whatever you wish, .html, and in the last save as type, click on this save as type and choose all files, and then click save button, all files, then your file will become HTML file also. And after double clicking that file will automatically open in your default web browser like Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, whatever you are using. And if you are not able to open that file directly, then open your Google Chrome, your Internet Explorer, your Mozilla Firefox, whatever the web browser you have open, click on the file, and the second option is there, open, click on open and browse the file wherever you have saved. For example, in this example we have saved our file in F drive, so browse the file wherever you have saved and open the file. You will be able to see whatever the code you have written and how they are appearing. It is very simple, double click on that file, it will appear in your default browser. So thanks.